I got some more tips for you and how to keep writing your book. If you missed my other videos, just head back and check them out. I gave you 3 tips in each video. And tip 7, which is bury some books. Now this is probably one of the hardest tips for most authors who've spent so much time writing their novel that they keep hitting this brick wall. You know, we call it writer's block. Books you honestly just have to put on a shelf. Sometimes you'll come back to it and you might get more inspiration for it. And other times you just have to shelf it and get rid of the book. I've had several novels in the past that I've had to shelf. I've had to bury because they just weren't working for me. The lack of inspiration was there. I just couldn't seem to go forward in the story. The idea was unique, but I had no plot. That's a huge one with me. I'm a pantser by nature, which I just start writing a book and just keep going and see where it goes. You might be different if you're a planner, then it's a little bit different. You plot out your story. If you're so frustrated with a novel that you can't seem to get it to talk to you anymore, just shelf it. Just leave it on your computer and let it stay. It's not going anywhere. And if you get an idea, fresh new voice for the book, then pull it back out. What I do too when I seem to get stuck in a novel is I kind of go back a little bit until it starts talking to me again. I might even delete a whole scene or copy and paste that scene and throw it on a different document. Step 8 is ask questions. So how to keep writing your book? Ask questions. Now this is something that I function in. You might be a little bit different. Everybody is different as a writer. So one thing that helps for me when I get stuck in a plot, I ask questions, or it's very confusing. You're not exactly sure where the character is going. So I'll, write myself a question. Should Billy Bob go to the pizza shop, or should Billy Bob go to the library? And if he goes to the library, would this, and this happen? Or if he goes to the pizza shop, would this, and that happen? So it's something that it kind of gives you like a fork. So you're like, should I go this way? If I go this way, the character will do this. If I go that way, the character will do this. So that's something that I've learned, is to ask myself questions, and then write the answers to those questions. And you might write question upon a question, and that's okay. So that is tip 9. Don't give in to the monster of I quit. This is a massive thing with writers. Every single writer I have ever talked to faces the monster of I quit, where you just want to give up, throw in the towel. You can't do it anymore. You're too tired. Nobody's buying your book. You don't have enough fans. This giant thought that's like, everything's a waste of time. I should quit. I should quit. Now this is something that we all face, and the thing that I can give you for the tip for how to keep writing your book is don't give in to the monster of I quit. Don't lay down your dream, because if you lay down your dream, you'll never finish your book. Ways to fight this I quit monster. A lot of times what I do is I talk to other writers, because a writer understands. Your family and friends, they'll be sympathetic, but they don't really understand the trials and the tribulations that a writer goes through, and the pain they go through when they get a bad review, or the pain they go through when they see no sales, when they work so hard and they want to give in to that I quit because they don't see the results that they're looking for. That is lack of planning. A lot of that is you just don't know. You don't know any better. You don't know how to promote yourself. And that's something huge with me. I wrote a book called Grace Alive, and this book was Christian romance. And it did really well with family and friends, and a lot of people bought it, and it was doing pretty well. I'd write a sequel, which is a separate story, it's not the same characters, but I decided to go for this sequel. It's a 90,000 word book. Now that was huge for me compared to Grace Alive. Grace Alive was 60,000. Into this novel, and it was 90,000 words. I spent months and months and months and months writing it and editing it, and it was a headache. It was so difficult, and then I was so excited to hit that publish button. I hit the publish button, and I saw 5 sales. And I know that sounds like, well, at least it was 5, but for me, it was devastating. A lot of my fans of the series wanted paperback, so that was part of the problem. But I think I was just hoping for a little bit more than 5 sales, so that made me want to quit. What actually helped me overcome that I quit monster was amazing author friends. Now I got on Facebook, and I have a Facebook group, and I talk to my author friends, And I was like, yeah, I just want to lay it down. I'm sick and tired of this and blah, blah, blah. Got so tired, overcome with just stress and discouragement, and you'll face it over and over. I just got 2 1-stars on my fantasy books, and it's painful and it's hard. You're gonna hit, you know, that wall. You're gonna hit that brick wall where you feel like quitting. But I'm here to tell you that if you want to keep writing your book, just don't give in to that thing. Don't give in to those thoughts. Don't give in to those negative emotions. Give yourself a little bit of a cry if you need to. But after that, say, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep dreaming. I'm going to keep doing what I love. That is my tip, my last tip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and tune in for some more tips on how to keep writing your book.